bonus 500. Either I'm getting old or that goal is too much even for me. And if it's too much for Dana, you've got a problem. 600. Today's total transfer 2,030. Total funds 2,033. No new notifications or reminders. Happy New Year. May all your wishes be true in a new bountiful filled healthy in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Happy New Year. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Okay. No, not go to work yet. Oh, I am just short of the Turing toy. Be careful. Well, dude, when you hit 21, you'll start to feel your age. Well, I guess I'll buy the Turing toy. Will have to wait for New Game Plus. Nothing new at all. Augmented Eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Because it's the end of the game, probably. Oh, wait, here's something new. Thank you. Ammon Crit. We wanted to stop the epic meaning for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up. Thank you for reaching up to this point and into the game. Thanks for all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc., etc. It's breaking the third wall that the devs are saying thanks through the game. I love that. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky, things weren't as smooth, and we had hoped around the end of development. We had some people activity trying as we hoped around the end of development. We had people actively trying to sabotage our work, like Big Match Jong, and we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Thanks for reading through all of my nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's build a world with badass cuties. Weird message, because it's fourth wall breaking. I love it. Yeah, that's for the bad end save. And there is stuff for Nano-Camotron, but that's going to wait for New Game Plus. Because as you see, we've already got a full room already. Oh yeah, I might as well play. Hey Jules, those X to shoot, arrow keys to move. Can I rather play this with the controller? Apparently not. Oh. Yep, there's a bullet hell game here. Crud, I'm already doing poorly. I remember hearing that with bullet hell, you should just focus on dodging the bullets. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so that's a fun little mini game. You have to beat the game and to order one on. You have to beat the mini game to 100% this game. I might have to wait until New Game Plus to even attempt that. Okay, go to work. Well, let's see. Giller's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab the food that some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year as if I went to pick it up myself. Are you all right? I'm scared. Gaby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be all right. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? Yeah, Jill has a crush on Dana. A big one, and a reward after everything said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gaby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gaby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Va-11. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, all those problems, after all these years of talking to her and sending, she's sending me a letter. She sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? And for not talking all these years? Ah, no, I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table. She sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition has made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell. The shot it's even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark, and the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shot made her made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack, and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have focused. She wouldn't have faced it alone, and instead of she wouldn't have faced it alone. Instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. If you ran out and took you on as Kronka's father, then. But Kronk, you were designated 12, so no matter what, you can't be Dad. And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, you can make amends. You can make amends with you, but you can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. And Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having a heart condition after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So let's celebrate her life and achievements. Your sources are false. The Kronk Harrington is official lore, except your fate. If we aren't to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we aren't to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person, and the best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything, and everything was actually too sudden. Yeah, so she started experiencing the issues more recently. I would say that would make Gaby a bold-faced liar, but, like, she was going through grief, and she was clearly in the anger phase, and So her memory probably wasn't 100%. Then she probably only really started she only started to really put it together after cooling down. Because that's what happens when you're angry. You lose focus. And sometimes anger is a good thing. Because if you release aggression, and you can you can better sort out. It can help you process your feelings, your thoughts, because you can't be positive 100% of the time. That's just impossible. No, so if you use your anger healthily, it's a good thing. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. And yeah, that's fair. Misdiagnosis happens all the time. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. Like I said, the anger phase of grief. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. You don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So let's just call that water on the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger You? Have I? I have, yeah. They recently broke the fourth wall. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Oh yeah, she did show up right after we saw that thread, didn't she? Or maybe a couple days after? So that story tracks. Are you mad? No, not bad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then right after graduating, I got a good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Yeah, that is fair. That was kind of like a dick move on Lenora's part. That she shouldn't have accepted right away without consulting Jill. Because she just gave the impression that Jill's opinion on the subject doesn't matter. So I can see why Jill was angry there. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You're going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like she didn't think about, not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought of that suddenly scared the shit out of me. That is a big change to your life. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. Not to mention, you don't necessarily have to marry your partner. Like, it may be expected in today's society, but it really shouldn't. Like, you can be just as happy with someone when you're not married with them. Or so I've heard. But I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. Did I know, I didn't know that I wanted, what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, and she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. That I would have stopped. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me, but what about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept the cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much onto her. That's a good process. It's right there. Like, she realized that she did what she did wasn't cool. So she wanted, so she was sorry about it on her end too. That's growth. So no, they could have been happy together, which in a way makes all this more tragic. Something like that, Lenore. You're quite the hotheads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Joel? No, did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? Because adults tend to be bigger children than children. Sometimes. Yeah, it's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. Hindsight is always 20/20. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself for those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one. But she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine as all, but mourning is fine. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she should be telling us there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast to her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make a toast to Gaby with. Preferably something sweet. Flavor, sweet. Sugar Rush is a possibility since it's optional karmatry and we don't need to put that in. Sparkle Star, also a possibility. Blue Fairy, a possibility. Moonblast. Frantini. Piano Woman, definitely not. So we're going Blue Fairy. 1, 2. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Age, mix. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Ahem. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me that we're both meant to make amends, that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can, at the very least, make you rest easier. I know that I'll look out for Gaby in your absence. I'll make sure Gaby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey. Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot, why didn't you keep it a secret for so long? Idiot. I always told you know everything, and wasn't I enough? You idiot, you idiotic idiot. Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. That's a bit of a tall order. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Yeah, Jill laughed at dick jokes. Hey, did you mean in what you said that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Plus, I didn't put any alcohol in it. We might as well make the alcohol taboo here and now. But I didn't put any carbotrine in it. It has no alcohol. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. God, I hate April Fool's. More like the connotations of it. Because it was originally, they intended to make fun of a different calendar. I should have known better I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, we lost signal. We lost signal. Anna's listening in. I did hide all the dildos. I did hide all the dildos in her house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gaby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? She's my best friend at school. And does Claire know you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? Smart kid. True. Well, you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why don't you stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I did say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sister was 12 years old or so. Dad said this was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It was even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made it up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. So basically, homophobes still exist even in this future. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Good on you, Gaby. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. That actually makes it worse. Like, obviously, the right thing to do when you have homophobic friends who won't grow is to cut them out of your life. Especially if you have a friend or a loved one who is in fact gay or lesbian. In fact, Not now, malware. Malware bites, I should say. Already did that one. I think I may have hit all of them. So there we go. Saban, the opinions of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. Sounds like a very crappy mom. How did she react to her death? Dunno, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since. I haven't seen her since August, I think? Excuse me? Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. She just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Amma, over here. Party? A small New Year celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. And you'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Gaby, this is your new mommy. Because again, there's no way in hell Alma is actually straight. There's the ending. There's the credits. I love this game so damn much. I can see why this game is so popular. And again, once the sequel comes out, I am definitely going to play it. Now, there are endings to go through, so stick around for the end of the credits. I want them to show through because I want to give kudos to the people who make these games. Like, game development is hard, guys. And especially if you're indie and you don't have and if you're lacking in experience and tools, it can get really hard. Not that I think these guys are. I don't know the exact story behind Sukaban, but it's really great when you see so much effort come out in a fantastic game like this. I will skip through this when we do the bad ending, though. Because we are going to do the bad ending. Mom, Dad, families, and friends, thank you for all your support. This is for you. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made in Rempe. a dynamic text box engine, Padron. Am I saying that right? Published by Iceberg Games. Yeah, and then Iceberg actually reached out to me when they saw on YouTube when I posted the first episode. That was really hype. Yeah, definitely. Also, welcome back, Ayub. Did you have fun? Oh, I most certainly did. Oh yeah, that's not the game talking to me. That's Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? Yeah, our boss said she'd hug us if we go through with us. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. If you were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. And I believe this game isn't very pricey. It's pretty reasonably priced. So if you guys feel like playing through it yourselves, then please then you can get it for a decent price on. Then you can probably get it for a decent price on Steam, and it's worth the buy. I recommend this game, just like I recommended Arcadia Fallen. Friday, February